Oh my goodness, it's blowing the dog off a chain out there. Now you might be wondering, where the hell are we? We're in Denmark. It's 3 degrees and it's time to get in the water.
Yeah, passion before desire. I've been away trying to build a wheel up this life.
Now that was fresh. We need to get on the road because we're getting to Sweden today.
Quiet, slowly letting go to regain control. It's like ice the tires. She had turned the heat up, jumped in the kitchen. Renewed commitment, removed the waste and improved the writer. Took up the taxes, I brought her. I'm at that age where my peace of mind worth your life, and I wouldn't think twice about hella higher. My mind a million places, a million on my mind. This ain't purely.
This is sketchy as. It's blowing about 18 meters a second. We're on top of this bridge between the last island and the island that goes to Copenhagen, and sooty is blowing all over the road. We're driving 60 and I'm shitting my pants just quietly. I hope we make it, because it's a long way down if we get blown in the ocean there, Nina. Fuck. There's another van, so he's going over. It's gonna take it real easy. You little beauty, we've made it. I didn't like that. This thing, sooty's a high van, and when it blows on the bridge like that, it's full sketch. I wasn't happy with that, but we're over. There's another bridge and we need to take from Denmark to Sweden, but I'm not taking it because it's so windy today, so we're opting to take, there's a boat that goes. Then I don't have to change my underpants when I get to the other side. Taking the boat. Denmark is here, and 10 minutes this way we'll be arriving in Sweden. Welcome to Sweden! Now Sweden is famous for Volvo, IKEA and Swedish fish. Not too bad. Now we've used the last couple of days to visit a mate of mine here in Lysekil. We're back on the road. We've just got in a bunch of food at this Torp shopping centre, and now we're on the hunt to find a new park up and spark up a fire this evening outside Sooty, and maybe a cold little beverage. Spring has arrived here in Sweden, and most of the snow's melted here now, but you see these red pins on the side of the road. They use them for the winter because the snow gets really high and it gets well into the minuses up here, so that they can, when the grader machine comes through, they know where they're going with the red indicator. The poles. And you find that through all of Scandinavia. We've got 3 minutes until we hit. Apparently Nina says to me that this is the next level park up for this evening. So we'll see. When we're across the border from Germany to Denmark, there's like a duty-free place. So I bought the most serious supply of aspartame on this whole trip of 1 year. So what a place here now to be having the daily. Now in Sweden and Norway, they have this thing, it's called Allemannsrett. Alle is everyone, man is a man, and rätt is the right. So an all man's right they have here that you can camp pretty much anywhere out in the wilderness. That's the law up here in Scandinavia. And this is a prime example. There's hundreds of these, thousands of them up in Scandinavia. Right next to a lake, it's free, it's quiet. The stillness is unreal up here because Sweden is full of forest. It's flat down here in the south end. The serenity is on another level. Thought I might have a go at fishing. Haven't had the rod out since Scotland, where I caught that monster, northern pike. This thing is a monster. So we'll test our luck here in old Sweden. All right, get these, they're called Tasmanian devils. I fished with them with a kid when I grew up down there in Tasmania, and they work like a treat. Up here in Scandinavia. Nina's bought in for tacos tonight, but it might be a change on the menu if I get myself a nice little brown trout up here. But who knows? We've travelled all the way down to the West Sahara from Norway, but there's a reason why I live up here in the north, because it's just got a magical vibe about it. It's not busy, the nature is unreal. Fishing, surfing, snowboarding, it's all up here, and I'm glad to be back in Scandinavia. Been fishing for about 45 minutes, but no bites. Maybe I'll try again later. It's getting a bit chilly now with that wind. So I believe it's time to go and maybe spark up the solo stove and sit around that and take on the evening. The wind has died right off. It's become magical here now, this evening. We're going to fire up the solo stove. This stuff here, I bought it today, is your, it's called bjork in Norwegian, which is silver birch. It's like a pine, and it burns like sitting on the toilet after a hot curry the night before. It's unbelievable. Now if you layer up this solo stove with 2 by 2 and build up a little tower, it seems to be the magic, number to get this thing going. Oh, we're not here for a haircut. This thing is on. The Swedish pine, delivering on all levels. Now you might be wondering at home, how do we keep warm in the van when we're up here? If you're used to the Arctic or the Northern Europe, then you know it's all about the diesel heater. Last night was 0 degrees here, and the diesel heater on, it's maybe 20, 23 in the van, and it's nice and tropical, and it's no problem to be sleeping in the cold temperatures up here. So I just turned the diesel heater on now. I don't know, maybe it's 2 or 3 degrees, probably hit 0 tonight again. And we will be sleeping like a baby with the truma. Is it a truma? With the diesel heater on. It's been unreal here for the last couple of days, but we're going to move on. We've actually booked the ferry now, which goes from Strömstad over the fjord till Sandefjord, back to Norway today. And then we've got maybe about a 4-hour drive back to our hometown in Stavanger. So it's time to hit the road. If you want to stay in exactly this place, I'll link it down here for your trip when you come to Sweden. See you next time, like. Taking the boat here is going to shave off about 3 hours. You can actually drive up to Oslo, around the fjord and down the other side. But essentially we're cutting straight across the Oslo fjord, and then we're well on the way back to the west coast, the southwest coast here in Norway. Finally, on the last leg here, who would have thought 1 year driving around in sooty, all through Europe, down to Africa and Morocco, and now we've finally made it back up here into the north. We're not going to make it home today. It'll probably take a few days to get back to Stavanger, and we know of a couple of nice little spots we're going to check out. Sooty, the saga was sooty, and the breakdowns all the time, it's constant. There's more troubles now. I believe the injectors in the motor are on their way out. It's running a real rough at the moment when the engine's cold. I've got an appointment on Monday in Stavanger at my local mechanic, and he's going to try and get to the bottom of everything to finally try and get sooty back to some sort of standard again. Now Norwegians, they're a funny lot. Every time they go out on holiday, you think, oh, that'd be enough, it's time to go home and save the coins again. But oh no, they have an obsession with the tax-free. So we're going to go down now to the tax-free and get a couple of items and do the Norwegian thing. Welcome back to Norway, my lords.
Norway, wow.
Oh shit! Hey. Calm your farm. It's great to be back in Norway. We're loving it. We're going to leave the episode here today. It's been a flat out episode for us. Driving from all through Europe back to Norway. It's taken many hours, many tanks of diesels, but finally we've arrived up here in the Nordics again. I've got heaps planned to show you folks around Norway. There's so much good nature up here and I can't wait to get Sooty out and give you a good look around in the future episodes. So don't miss out. Consider a subscribe. If you want to buy us a super thanks, consider that. That's about it. I'll see you folks next week. And don't forget to thank your mother for the rabbits. Catch you later.